Anybody? The coast is clear. Rick. Rick!
I'm right here, Mindy.
Come on, you don't have to hide.
This isn't right.
Come on, you old poof. Look, Chip is away on vacation, and his parents are gone for the whole season.
It still doesn't make it right.
Listen, why let a beautiful penthouse like this go to waste? We're not going to bother anybody. So what harm is it going to do as long as nobody knows?
I think we're about to find out.
Where did you want these? You can put them right there on the tray, sweetie. Are you expecting company, or is this second one for me?
Well, I have a funny feeling that Billy's going to be dropping by sometime today.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. We've got some unfinished business to tend to.
I should think you would be the last person Mr. Billy Lewis would want to see right now.
Oh, he'll see me all right. Anita, by the end of the day, I am going to be one very rich woman.
You sound very sure of yourself.
I have reason to be. That's Billy now.
I'm impressed. Your radar still seems to be in working order.
I think I'm going to handle this on my own, honey, so now you shoot, all right? Well, if it isn't Miss Vanessa. Why, were you expecting somebody else?
Trish, what is this?
No, you...
This portion is presented by Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine without towel drying, and by Advanced Formula Crest with Fluorostat. Fighting cavities is the whole idea behind Crest.
What is this all about?
You know what it's about.
I'm not a mind reader.
You don't own me.
I never thought I did.
That's a lie. You think you can own anybody because you think anybody can be bought.
Look, I'm not going to be shouted at. Now sit down and we'll discuss this like two civilized human beings.
There is nothing civilized about this. How dare you try and ruin Ross's career because I didn't give you what you wanted.
Yes, I read about the drug charge.
That charge was manufactured by you.
You can't believe that.
I know that.
That's a strong accusation. I hope you're prepared to back it up.
I've worked for you, Alan. I know how you operate.
You think I'd be so petty as to set Ross up?
In a minute.
I'm sorry you think so.
Alan, you're used to having everything your way, and when you don't get it, you're like a little boy. A dangerous little boy.
Well, perhaps this has all worked out for the best. You and Ross were never right for each other. Surely you see that now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're an intelligent woman and an attractive woman. You come from a good family. You know what life's all about.
I certainly know what you're all about.
And Ross, do you know him as well?
I know he's worth 100 of you.
Ross is interested in one thing, building a career. I already have a successful career. I need something more.
You think you have it all figured out, don't you?
You haven't told Ross about our relationship, have you? That's smart. You were protecting yourself. And you were protecting me. I like that.
You don't listen, do you? You just believe what you want to believe.
You and I have the same instinct for survival, Trish. We belong together. You're a challenge. And I need a challenge in my life right now.
Yes. Maybe you're right.
Of course I am.
Maybe you do need a challenge, Ellen. I suppose you've never really had enough of one. I can be a challenge.
The biggest challenge in my life.
You never should have done what you did to Ross, Ellen. Because now you'll have the Lewis family to answer to.
Is that a threat?
It's your challenge. And you better be up to it. Because if you're not, we'll bury you.
Shh, be quiet.
What was it?
I don't know, Mindy, get back. Mindy, what are you doing? Dreadfully sorry.
You scared us to death.
The grocery bag disintegrated.
You're probably wondering what we're doing here.
Yes, Rick and I...
Actually, we're just leaving, weren't we, Mindy?
You must be the Vandermeers.
The Vandermeers?
Yes.
That's right. We are the Vandermeers. Yes.
Madam told me you were arriving
She did.
from Paris.
That's right, that's right. We flew in on the Concorde. You know, it's so fast.
Madam said that you were newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
That's right. And we can't get enough of each other, can we, darling?
What are you doing?
She's very shy.
Oh, I understand, sir. Well, won't you come in?
We're...
Oh, you're in, you're in. Well, can I get your luggage?
Our luggage. Oh, actually, we just brought a few things. They're out in the hallway. You see, we're so excited about getting married that we forgot to pack these things.
Oh, young love. Well, then, can I show you your bedroom?
Oh, you mean bedrooms. We'll take 2.
I beg your pardon. There's only one guest bedroom.
She's just joking. You know, young brides, they're a little bit nervous, right?
Rick Bauer, if you think I am about to...
Bauer?
No, Bauer.
Bauer?
Bauer.
Bauer?
That is an expression she picked up in Paris. It means I love you madly, darling.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? If we're going to act like newlyweds, Mindy, we're going to do it.
That you don't have to try for an Academy Award, though. Do you think he's going to remember us with Chip right here?
Mindy, he would remember us if he saw us 5 minutes ago.
Follow me, then, little lovebirds.
Oh.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
What does it look like I am doing? I am carrying you over the threshold of our room.
I am going to get you for this, Rick.
Would you care for some champagne? It's my own private label. I see there are 2 glasses. Yes, well, I'm always ready for company. It's a little Tulsa hospitality touch.
Thank you very much, but no, I'm here on business.
Business, or, Billy Boy business? I wouldn't be so flip if I were you. Of course, you wouldn't.
I think I should tell you, Reva, that I'm perfectly capable of going a distance if that's what you want.
Ah, is that why you're here, or are you simply sizing up the competition?
Oh, no, darling, you're no competition for me.
Are you sure of that, darling?
Very, very sure.
Then you must be here to make a peace offering. So we can be friends?
No, on the contrary, I'm here to find out exactly how much it takes to get you to leave town.
This week on The Young and the Restless.
Now that's a face that belongs in a basement. Eric and Dina.
Jill discovers Eric's painting of Dina and confronts Ashley.
You're telling me it doesn't bother you at all that your mother was once involved with your fiancé?
I hate her, and hell, make her pay for it.
The Young and the Restless.
I don't think I heard you. Do you want me to leave town? That's right. Oh, that's out of the question. I couldn't possibly leave Springfield, especially now that I've gotten accustomed to all of its quaint little customs. Why don't you just drop the charm because it's wasted on me? Then I suppose it's gloves off. That's right. Good. I prefer it that way. I function much better when it's a clean, simple, one-on-one. Good. Fine. Then we understand each other. Now, I wouldn't go that far. Just tell me how much you want. We're on that again, huh? I don't think I made myself clear, sweetie. I have no intention of leaving town. So you can just take your checkbook and put it away. Well, perhaps you didn't understand how much money I'm willing to offer. You see, I can be very, very generous. Your generosity doesn't impress me. Why is it that all your kind of people think they can just buy off the rest of us? Because we usually can. Well, perhaps I can be bought off, Vanessa. But not by you. Chamberlain money doesn't matter to me. My money is legal tender, so why don't you just tell me whatever it takes, I'll give it to you. Are you really that unsure of Billy Boy? Of course not. It's just that I want to start my marriage without unnecessary complications. Ooh-wee. But I got a feeling you're a little too late for that, sweetie. There were loads of complications before you ever even came on the scene. That I'm sure of, but nothing so complicated that a nice figure with a lot of zeros after it couldn't clear up. Could it clear up the fact that Billy and I are still in love? Oh, please, really. Don't involve me in your pathetic fantasy life. You think it's a fantasy? Yes. If Billy loved you, he would never have divorced you. It would seem that way, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. And when Billy and I walk down the aisle, you're going to be very sorry you didn't accept my carte blanche offer. Now, see, sweetie, now there, right there, that's my point. Billy is not going to be walking down any aisle. Unless, of course, it's with me. Do you really believe that? I know Billy. No matter what he said to you, it's me he'll always come back to. Well, I guess I've wasted my time. Oh, unless, of course, you still want to make friends. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot we have in common, seeing as Billy was attracted to both of us. What a horrifying thought. Perhaps a toast? May the best woman win? I'd choke. Yeah, well, sweetie, you're enough to make me choke, too.
What were you doing in company the night of your arrest?
I've already told you, Alicia. I was celebrating the new year.
Is it true you're trying to work out a deal with your opponent, Jerry Dalton, before you pull out of the campaign?
What kind of a question is that?
I am not pulling out of the campaign.
So it's not true.
Of course it's
My
not
client
true.
is not going to answer any more of your questions.
Rumor has it you were seen last week having lunch with Underworld King Vinnie Barton.
I just said...
Come on.
I don't browbeat my client anymore.
Does he have something to hide?
Look, you've been through enough. I'm not going to let you stand here and take a third degree from some reporter trying to make a name for herself. At your expense.
Is that a quote, Mr. Bauer?
Yes, if you get it right.
Like, there's no reason to be afraid of Alicia. She's very fair.
Well, he's made a statement to the press. Isn't that enough?
I thought he might like to elaborate on that statement.
Wait a minute. Before you ask me any more questions, let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
You have been covering the DA's office for a long time now. Have you ever known me to be anything but open and above board with you?
No.
Good. I wish you'd remember that. But please, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Now then, what elaborations did you have in mind?
What about the drug charges?
It was a setup.
What about the drug charges?
Are they going to stick?
They're not based on fact.
Have you ever taken drugs?
No, I have never taken drugs. I don't smoke. I drink moderately. As a matter of fact, many people would say I lead a very dull life.
Okay. You say the drugs and the pictures with the prostitute were set up. Who set you up?
Someone who's afraid. An honest man, such as myself, can oftentimes be a fearsome thing.
Come on, you're not naming names.
I don't have to. If I win this election, I'll be vindicated, along with an awful lot of people who put their trust in me.
And if you lose?
If I lose, I'll know the reason why. And the person responsible will eventually be caught.
Well, I guess that does it.
I don't believe it. I've answered all your questions.
For now.
What's the verdict?
Well, I gotta hand it to you, Marlar. When it comes to sincerity, you wrote the book.
Does that mean I have your vote?
You might. But there are a couple of thousand other registered voters out there who might not be so easy to persuade.
With your coverage, you never know.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the interview. And good luck.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Sometimes candor goes a long way. Although I may not do me much good, I may still be out of a job.
Now, that's where you're wrong.
Are you referring to Bauer Power at the ballot box?
No, I'm referring to the fact that there's an opening at the Bauer Law Firm. And if something happens that you don't win this election, there's a job there if you want it again. Okay?
So, what do you think?
I think you better have a big, fat insurance policy, honey. You're gonna need one when the boss sees what you've done around here.
Nah, I just thought that this place needs a little more life, that's all. He's gonna love it.
I hope... Oh, we'll find out in a minute, won't we?
So what do you think? You like the improvement?
What are you doing?
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Now, before you go flying off the handle, Tony, just let me explain, all right?
I'm waiting.
Well, you and I, we've been buddies for a long time. I mean, we practically built this place together.
We did?
So I just thought I wanted to share my good fortune with my good friend.
Will you get to the point, please?
I'm getting to the point. Now, ever since I won that $100,000 lottery, I've been looking for a good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, something really special.
Like Eagle Airlines.
Lola.
Yeah, something like that, but more of a challenge, you know?
Floyd, the only challenge with Eagle Airlines was getting out before you lost your shirt.
All
You
right,
missed it.
all right. I made a mistake, a slight miscalculation. But that's what got me thinking. Now, what is the one thing that I'm really an expert at? The field that I know backwards and forwards.
I give up.
Now, come on, guess.
Come on, Floyd, just tell me.
The restaurant business, food and beverage engineering.
Floyd, all I want to know is why you come in here and start changing things without even asking me.
Well, that's why I thought, what better way to invest my money than as a partner with you and company?
Partner?
Partners! You got it, man. Tony, with us as partners, man, the sky is the limit.
Floyd, company is kind of a one-man operation, you know?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be that way. Now, don't lock yourself out before you've given yourself a little time to think about it.
I don't need that much time to think
With
about
a
it.
few improvements made here, a few necessary improvements, we could have a really classy clientele coming in here. I'm talking politicians, stars, celebrities.
Oh, wait a
of all
minute. Don't you
kinds.
think you're letting your
It could
imagination
be
run away with you just a little
the
bit?
place to be.
This is Springfield, not New York City.
Yeah, but people, when they hear about New York, they'll come here. I mean, we already had New York Jets.
Jet! One jet! Greg Buttle.
All right. So he got the jump on everybody else. But wait until the word gets out. I'm telling you. Take a look at these.
Floyd, listen, we're going to have to sit down someday and talk about this when your enthusiasm has calmed down a little bit, okay?
Tony, I don't want you to shut yourself off like this before giving it a little thought. I mean, I have so much faith in this idea that I have already taken the rest of the money that I won in the lottery, and it's in the cash box behind the bar.
Floyd, you can't do that.
It's for the necessary improvements. Whenever you give me the okay, we can use that money.
You can't do that. Why? It's dangerous. That's why
Here, all right.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm not worried. I mean, if I can't trust you and Lola, who can I trust? Now, Tony, I'm telling you, we could open up a whole chain of these bars across the state. No, across the nation. We could become America's neighborhood bar. I'm telling you, it's marketing, Tony. The secret is marketing. Now, listen, I've got another appointment, and I got to get going, but I want you to stay here, because I'm going to be right back, and I want to talk to you about this, all right? Now, don't go away. I'll be right back.
Floyd, he's in another world.
Oh, I know. What are you gonna do, Bart?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know.
The bedroom is as gorgeous as the living room.
I think we're going to be very happy here, darling.
Would you please stop it?
Oh, you were the one who said you want to play along.
I know, but we are alone now.
I know. And isn't it wonderful?
Oh. And that's what you're going to get every time you do that.
But I think I should keep in practice. I mean, you wouldn't want James to hear me slip now, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'm so sorry, mon chéri, honey bun.
I'm sorry. I thought that...
I can't stand it any longer.
Rick.
I've waited so long for this moment, darling.
No, let me go.
Oh,
Perhaps I'd better leave.
no, she's just very spirited, James.
You leave me alone or I'm going to scream.
And she's also very playful. Dear, perhaps you'd rather me tell James the truth.
The truth, sir.
Oh, you wouldn't tell the truth.
You see, we're not actually the Vandermeers.
Not the Vandermeers?
That's
well,
right.
what he means is that, see, their family changed their name. When they first came over on the Mayflower, their name was the Vanderschmidt. But, you know, Schmidt is such an ordinary name.
Oh, I see.
No, James, you don't see. You see, actually, I'm an old prep school...
Oh, darling, let's not talk anymore, okay?
Well, I'll just put this over here, and then I'll be on my way.
James, what is that?
Well, it's dinner, sir.
Dinner?
Well, I'm afraid that the cook has the month off, and, well, that's all there is. I thought perhaps you might like to join me.
Sardines. Oh, yeah.
Thanks anyways, James, but Madame and I aren't really hungry.
No, but you go right ahead. You go ahead and eat it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Help yourself.
Are you sure?
We're
We're
sure.
sure.
We're sure.
Oh, right then. Cheers, then.
Cheers. Cheers.
Sam, I wish you didn't have to go.
I know, me too. I'm just glad I had a chance to see you.
Yeah.
We have Kelly to thank for that, you know.
Yes, we do. We do.
Some Christmas present, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too. But now you have Kelly.
Sam, you know what I mean. Kelly's a friend. It's really nice to have someone around that I feel close to.
Claire, when are you gonna let yourself feel close to Kelly?
Sam?
You are crazy about him. You know you are.
Sam, you know, I wish you'd mind your own business. I really don't think you know what you're talking about.
Well, that never stopped you from minding my business. Why are you fighting this?
Sam?
Hmm?
You want to know the truth?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Scared of what?
I'm scared of falling in love, Sam. I've never loved anyone before.
But you love me.
Sam, you're my brother. It's a lot easier.
Kelly will make it easy for you. You got to give him a chance. He's a terrific guy. Believe me, I know. You're talking to somebody who's had more than his share of doctors in his life.
You make it sound so simple, Sam.
It's simple. It's very simple. All you have to do is trust yourself and tell him the truth, that you love him.
Sam, it would not work. Believe me, if I thought it would work...
Why wouldn't it work?
Because we fight all the time, for one thing.
That only means you care about each other.
He's leaving town, Sam.
He'll be back.
If he cared anything about me, he wouldn't go.
He wouldn't go.
I was just telling Sam that I wish he wouldn't go.
Oh, yeah, really. Listen, it's been great having you.
Well, it's been all my pleasure. I can't thank you enough, Kelly. It's really given Claire and I a chance to clear some things up. Some things that really should have been cleared up a long time ago.
Yep, and there's still a lot we should talk about.
You think about what I said.
Yeah, I'll think about it, Sam.
You'll see I'm right.
Okay. That's the
My
cab.
cab. I guess it's time.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Claire, Kelly can't read your mind, but I can. Now, you love him, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you have to tell him. Kelly has a right to know.
Kelly has a right to know what? Come on, what's going on?
Kel, I think you better help him down.
Huh?
Okay?
Oh, well, wait. Would someone tell me what's going on here?
The cab's waiting.
Watch out, you're going to run me over.
Okay, got it?
Tell him, Claire.
I will, Sam. I will.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
Okay. Let's hit the road.
Hold on here. Let me get the door.
I better get a postcard from you.
Well, you'll get more than a postcard. You'll get an invitation to my wedding.
Oh, that's right. I better be invited.
Whoops, Rocky.
All right. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too. Kelly, what am I going to tell you? How am I going to tell you? I got to tell you. I got to tell you. Okay, look.
Now, would you mind telling me what is going on around here?
What do you mean, what's going on?
There is something you're supposed to tell me. What is it?
Oh, Sam and I were just talking. That's all.
About what?
About me, about how lonely I'm going to be now that he's gone and you're going away.
Well, I'll be back. Sam will be back.
Yes, I know.
He's a great guy, Claire. He really is.
Isn't he? He's some guy. Yep.
Listen, come here. I want to talk to you. The chance to study with Dr. Wilcox is an incredible opportunity.
I know. I know that you're going to Boston's very important. I do.
Yeah. But there are other important things in life. No?
Like what?
Like having a reason not to go.
What reason could you possibly have for not going?
Listen, there are other things in life besides.
Look, Dr. Wilcox he's tops in his field,
Yes,
Kelly.
I know.
You would be absolutely crazy to...
Well, but I want you to know I
I don't even know why you're thinking this way. I don't want to discuss it
Yeah,
anymore. No,
but-
now that's settled. We don't discuss it anymore. What would you like for lunch? Hmm?
Go away. Particularly if you're a reporter.
Ross, it's Trish. Please let me in.
I was wondering where you had disappeared.
How did the bail hearing go?
Oh, not all that bad. They released me on my own recognizance.
God, I can't believe they even went through with it.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting to be on the other side of the fence for a change.
I'm sorry, I really am.
Why? Not your fault.
Damn it! Ross, you're too good for this town. No! Nobody has a right to try and destroy a man like you.
Wait a minute. The election is not until tomorrow. A miracle could still happen.
I don't believe in miracles anymore.
You're much more upset about this than I am.
We've got to have a plan. We need a counterattack. I swear to you, the person behind this is going to pay.
Trish, this is sounding less and less like a campaign and more like revenge.
Maybe it is.
Never heard you talk like this before.
I've never felt this way.
Quentin Chamberlain, please. The nature of this call. It's personal. Personal means that I'd like to speak with Mr. Chamberlain. Thank you. Quentin Chamberlain? Yes, this is Dr. John Stevens. I need to speak with you. It's about the necklace that I sent you. I'd rather tell you that in person. I'd like you to meet me in my lab tomorrow at Cedars at 1 o'clock. I can't discuss that any further. I will explain everything tomorrow. And please, bring the necklace.
What necklace?
What?
What's this about a necklace and meeting someone? Don't tell me you're stepping out on me already.
Are you in the habit of listening in on other people's conversations?
I was listening in. I just came in and you were on the phone. Hey, I was only joking.
Yeah, right.
John, is something wrong?
I don't like interruptions.
I didn't know that's what I was.
Look, I'm very busy right now.
Oh. Well, then I'll just, come back later, huh? You know, this isn't easy for me either. Everybody thinks I'm happy-go-lucky Hillary, your friendly, well-adjusted nurse. I'm also a woman. I have feelings just like anybody else. Are you going to say anything?
What am I supposed to say?
Forget it.
And I'm not going to quit. You can't make me quit.
What are we going to do, Ross?
At this late date, there is really not much we can do, except sit tight. Wait to see what happened at the polls tomorrow.
I mean, what are we going to do about us? You know I care for you very deeply.
And I am so very fond of you.
You think we should continue working together?
Well, I don't see why not. We're both adults. Thing is, I'm not sure how much work that there's going to be here after this election.
No, now stop it. You can't give up, don't you see? That's what this person who's behind all this wants you to do.
Trish, is there something that you're not telling me?
Why?
The way you talk about this person. Do you know something that I don't?
Yes. I know who did it.
Who?
Alan.
Spaulding? That's ridiculous.
True.
Alan was one of my biggest backers.
Yes, at first. That was before.
Before what?
Before I walked out on him.
What?
I had an affair with Alan.
You had an affair with Alan?
Yes.
When?
When I was working at Spaulding.
Well, then why did he give you a leave of absence to come over here and work with me?
He did that when I told him that I refused to mix my personal life with my professional life.
What the hell do you think you're doing right now?
Please don't be angry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trish. I'm very sorry. But this is rather difficult to accept. Although a whole lot of things are starting to make sense. My being set up with Karen, the drugs being found in the back of my car. What was that? All just retaliation?
Alan wants what he wants despite the cost.
The cost is my career and my reputation.
I had no idea he would go this far.
What do you mean, this far? How long have you known what he's been doing?
I suspected it when he set you up with Karen.
You didn't bother to tell me that?
Well, what was I gonna say? Hey, Ross, I slept with Alan and now he's trying to destroy you.
Yes, that would have been a very good start.
You have every right to hate me.
I feel so betrayed. If you had only told me.
I'm sorry.
God, Trish, what have you done? What have you done to me?
I'm sorry.
Ellen, you had better watch it. You now have Ross Marler to deal with. Yes?
It's me again. I just wanted to come back and explain something.
You don't need to explain.
I know you think I'm crazy for coming in here and screaming like a maniac.
Hillary.
Please, just let me finish. I know we're different people in Springfield than we were up at that log cabin. And that little outburst of mine. Oh, that was just my crazy way of saying that I still feel the same way. And I hope you do, too. Now, don't say anything now. Just give this time. Promise me you'll give us a chance. Okay. See you around.
Unfortunately, I have another promise to keep. Most important promise of all.
Okay, what do you think about this one?
You stop it, Mindy.
Oh, you don't like it. Oh, I know. I look better in this one, didn't I?
Just forget about the dresses, okay?
Oh, you're no help at all.
Mindy, will you listen to me? Will you just listen? Why do you think I came out here to New York for, Mindy? I think you forgot about that.
I didn't forget, but I had to have something to wear.
You're wasting my time. We have to start looking for Beth and Philip right away.
I know, but I want to look just right once we
The
find
longer we
them.
wait, the harder it's going to be to find them, Mindy, and I'm not waiting around anymore.
Rick, don't go.
Why not, Mindy? You're wasting my time.
You really think we'll be able to find them?
Of course we're going to find them.
How do you know?
Because, Mindy, I made a promise to myself I wouldn't go home till I did.
You are the most wonderful person in this whole world.
Well, you ready to start looking, Mrs. Vander, whatever?
I'm ready, Mr. Vander, whatever.
Let's go.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Furs by the Christie Brothers.